Hi there, this is Jian from Spokane Public Library again. Welcome back to Ask a Plant Doctor, part of our urban homesteading program for Spokane Public Library and in partnership with WSU Spokane County Master Gardener Program. Right?
Yeah,
Did I say that right?
you did. It's a mouthful, but you got it right.
Did you know that Spokane County has a best kept secret? And it's right here in front of you. It's the plant clinic. The Master Gardener program has a plant clinic where you can come during the growth season with all kinds of questions pertaining to Eastern Washington only, right?
Well, Eastern Washington, North Idaho sometimes. But
Okay.
yes.
Oh, yeah, in the same climate.
Exactly.
Right. So to ask any kind of questions pertaining to all things horticultural. With us again today is the brain of all brains, Tim Kohoff, who runs the Master Gardener program.
It's great to be here, Jin. Thank you for coming back.
Now, Tim, if people have any questions regarding Plant Clinic, what would be the phone number to call?
So we're area code 509-477-2181. And you'll most likely get a recording now because we're shut down temporarily, but we will return messages as quick as we can.
For now. So again, that's questions only pertaining to Eastern Washington and Northern Idaho growth conditions. This does not apply to somewhere in Georgia.
Right, we just don't know, and we've had questions as far away from Mexico, and we just don't know what it's like to grow down there, so we're not as helpful, even though we want to be.
Exactly. Now, what if somebody prefer to email you?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. So our email address is mastergardener@SpokaneCounty.org. That's all one word, so just mastergardener@SpokaneCounty.org.
Well, that's simple enough.
Yeah.
Right. So I know that we are still in the lockdown during this pandemic, but normally, what's your office hour during normal?
So most of the time during the season, we're open 9 to 3 Monday through Thursday. 9 to 1 on Friday. We find a lot of people go out of town on Fridays, but we're also open 9 to noon on Saturday.
Oh, I see. Now, this is entirely staffed by volunteers from Master Gardener programs. So this is where they come in office during the office hour when we open back up again. And this is the front counter. Now, Tim, will you show us around and tell us when people have questions, what do they need to prepare before they come in to see somebody? Or even call or even email you?
Right. So just knowing what question they have. What is the question they have? Are they worried about their tomatoes? That's our number one question, or our number one subject is tomatoes. Everybody loves tomatoes. So and the question we're getting right now is, can I plant my tomatoes outside, for example? So just knowing what it is you want to know. We're happy to answer any question, but we're going to ask you some questions about your plant.
Okay. And do they prepare samples for you? Because
Absolutely.
It's pretty hard to diagnose. This is where all the plant doctors are. And you bring in your samples and then diagnose and they find the pathologies for you. So what do they do?
Absolutely. So when something's wrong with your plant, you can cut a sample of it, bring it into us, and we'll do our best to identify what's going wrong with it. And so what we ask people to do is bring in a sample that's representative of what you've noticed that's different.
What's wrong?
And the best of all is if you can cut a sample that shows some symptoms, what's wrong, and also what's healthy. So we see that transition from healthy to unhealthy. Sometimes we find clues there that help us learn.
Now you
what's
also
wrong.
Identify bugs too. Very often we hear people say, "What's this? I've never seen it." Right?
Absolutely.
And show us what equipment you use.
Absolutely. So yes, so we do identify bugs in the garden, and we use our microscopes a lot for that. So I'll take you over there.
Excellent.
Right. So we just so happened to have had a sample here that was left for us, and we just look under the microscope to see what might be going on here.
Oh.
This is a problem with someone's arborvitae hedge that they found was turning brown, and so with the microscope that we've got, we can look and see if there are any of the really small insects or pests that might be troubling the plant.
So all plant pathologies and insects come here to be identified by the master gardeners.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
The microscope is a really valuable tool for us.
Excellent. Now, we also have resources here that people can use as well, right?
Yes, so we walk over to the library here. You'll probably feel comfortable in the library section of the clinic, yes?
I am probably the world's worst reference librarian.
So over time, we've got a big collection of library books. Some of these have been donated, some of these are ones we've purchased. And so we have these here for our master gardeners to do research. And also the master gardeners can check some of these out if they're going to give, say, a talk or a speech on something. The public can come in and they can certainly use our library here in the office. We can't allow people to check them out, but they're certainly here for people to look up and maybe identify what's happening in their yard, or maybe they want to know the perfect tree to add to their landscape, and we've got lots of books on trees.
That's marvelous, marvelous resource. Now, isn't this an incredible, best kept secret for us, all gardeners out there? Until next time, stay tuned for more tips on urban homesteading.